Hi there, my name's James Stephen. I am a regional rep for Burton Snowboards, and today I'm selling to Algonquin Outfitters based in Muskoka. They have 13 stores, a number of which sell snowboards. Some of them don't, but a lot of them do. The person who I'm dealing with today is Nate Smith. He's the Huntsville store manager, and more importantly, he is the snowboard buyer for the whole company. He has been working in the business for about 10 years through different skate shops and snowboard shops. So I've had dealings with him in the past through places like Surf Paradise. Now he's been at Algonquin Outfitters for 3 years, so I have a pretty good relationship with him. And due to the nature of selling snowboards and stuff like that, it's a pretty relaxed atmosphere. It's not very formal at all. You don't really dress up in suits or anything, so that's kind of why we look like we do. So Nate's here. I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to have a little chat. Hey Nate,
Hey,
how's
James.
it going, man?
Good, how are you today?
Good, buddy.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, bud. Been a while.
Yep, absolutely.
So how's your summer going so far?
Can't complain.
Yeah?
Staying busy and just trying to make most of the days when we get some nice weather, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's been pretty rainy and stuff. It's too bad.
How's yours been going?
Not too shabby. Busy. Summer's always busy, right? Not a lot of spare time to do anything, but I've been trying to get out fishing and stuff from time to time.
For sure.
Yeah, it's been good. You been out fishing at all yet?
Oh, a bit. Nothing, not as much as I'd like to. Like you said, busy time of year.
For sure. I get it, man. So, we're going to talk about some boards today.
Okay, perfect.
I've got a little bit of an agenda here that I'd like to run us through just to keep us on track, because you know how these meetings get.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over your needs really quick, make sure that we're on the right path, and then I'm going to offer you a couple solutions, and then we can see where we want to go from there, depending if it's what we're looking for or not. But how's that sound for you?
Sounds good, man.
Get this wrapped up nice and quick. Maybe if the weather holds up, we can go for a wakeboard or something.
That'd be perfect.
Perfect, dude. All right, so let's see what we got here. How would you say your winter went last year?
Well, it was an amazing winter. We had more snow than ever, and which made for lots of good riding. It's not often in Ontario. We even had some POW days, so it was great. And with that, on the sales side of things, we had it was a record-breaking season for it.
Yeah,
just because it was such a good season to ride.
Yeah, man. I got a ton of POW days and lots of fun last winter. Didn't stop snowing.
Nope.
But did you see any areas for improvement?
Yeah, actually, after some discussion with our staff, we noticed as a direct result of the improved terrain park at Hidden Valley, we had riders coming in looking for different types of boards, more of a higher end park boards.
Yep.
And we didn't quite have what some of these riders were looking for. So we had a few walkouts and missed some sales.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I talked to Matty a bit about that, one of your colleagues there, and he was saying that you could probably do with a couple extra higher end park boards. So I brought a couple along to show you.
Okay, perfect.
And I wanted to just go through them and see if they're kind of what we're looking for here. So first of all, I've got the Burton Custom Twin. It's the age-old custom board, one of the most popular boards ever. Most Burton boards are actually designed after that with little tweaks to them.
Right.
But it's twinned out, so it's good for the park. You can ride it forward and backward. It's got some layers. It's got some carbon inserts, so it's got a lot of pop and snap. It's regular camber, so it's going to hold an edge, but it also helps when people are landing off these big jumps. Like I went over to the Hidden Valley Park, and they've got a big jump line now, so you need a board with a little bit more jam,
right,
to hold up on those landings, and I think that's kind of what these kids are looking for. So it's pretty much, that's what we'll be looking at. It's got a centered base, so it holds wax a little better. Holds wax a lot better, and it makes it so that they can keep their speed up through these jump lines. If they're casing the jumps and stuff, then they're not going to have much fun. And it's got a lighter core to it as well, so it's about 100 grams lighter than our other cores that on the boards that you're already buying from us.
Gotcha.
So I think adding something that's a little bit more of a park destroyer like this to the lineup is probably going to help out with some sales. The wholesale on it's $402.
Okay.
With a 40 margin, you're making $678, I think, is the retail on it. So you got some wiggle room there if you need to drop some prices or cut some deals for the locals. Yeah, heck of a board. It's got Burton's channel system. So this is proprietary to Burton snowboards. It's quick adjustment. You can slide the bindings up and down it for micro adjustments. Really, really slick system that they've
that's cool.
been doing. Yeah, and like I say, centered base, nice and fast, regular camber, lots of pop. Yeah, so that's a good park destroyer deck for the kids to try out. And it's definitely one of our most popular sellers. The custom's been world renowned for decades plus. The second board I wanted to show you, which is the Trick Pony, and you rode it when we were in Vermont last season there.
Right,
What did you think of it?
Oh, well, it seemed like a really fun board. Like you said, it was nice and stable, but then it had a lot of pop to it, which I found to be a lot of fun. I think it would be a really solid board in our lineup, and that to use it at the park in the valley.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, it's slightly more playful than the custom twin. It is a little bit softer, but it's just like you said. It's a super fun board. A little bit more flex. It's a little bit more of an all-terrain destroyer, but it's a blast, and it's got a really cool shape to it. They do the little cutouts on the tips, which doesn't really have any purpose for anything but aesthetics, but it's just kind of a cool thing that they're doing. And a lot of brands are doing different shapes, so it's kind of fun that we did our own with that one too.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's the same deal, sintered base instead of extruded, so it soaks up the wax a lot, holds a ton of speed through the jump lines. Once again, positive camber, so it's got your stability on landings and an edge hold. And it's also got a carbon I-beam straight through the middle, which adds a little bit of snap to it and a little bit of stiffness. At higher speeds, it's going to hold it's not going to chatter on you or anything. Just an overall really fun board. One of my favorite boards in the lineup, actually. So its wholesale is $360, so it's a little bit of a lower price point, which is kind of reflected in its playfulness and everything. And it retails for $600 even. So once again, 40 margin on it. You got some room to play with if you need to help out some of the locals, or when it's time to put them on sale. Like, it's all good. You'll still make a good margin on it. You can stay above a 30 margin, no problem at all.
Yep.
So that's kind of good. Same deal, channel system, everything proprietary to Burton. We've been leading the way for a long time, making sure that everything's kind of a step above the rest of the companies there. We have our own, as you know, we have Craig's prototype warehouse there, and we get pros coming in. They just build boards for them on the spot. They're ready within 48 hours. They go out and test them, and we get instant feedback on all of our new prototypes, so that's pretty cool. So if you're worried about warranties or anything, we have the best warranty in the game.
Right.
3-year warranty on all of our boards as compared to everybody else's 1 year. And it's the W48, so within 48 hours of us receiving any boards or bindings, boots, anything, we'll have it back in 48 hours, so your riders aren't going to miss any days out on the hill. It's a really, really solid selling point. for when you're talking to the customer. They really like that because especially when they're riding the park and stuff, boards will break, and they don't want to miss any days because you only get so many, you know.
Absolutely.
I'll come back and I'll do a product knowledge for the session for the staff. Make sure that everybody's really comfortable and able to sell it and everything. I'll give out some free goods, and we'll have some pizza and beers with the staff and make sure everybody's feeling really good about the company. And we do our staff sales competition. So the same one that you wanted to go on that trip with me to Vermont there with all the boys.
Yep.
We take them on the tour of Craig Kelly's prototype lab, the headquarters of Burton, 3 days of riding, everything's paid for, and all around just good times. We give you a bunch of free goods, and you get to test out boards that won't be released for like 3 years or so. So it's a ton of fun for all the shop staff.
That sounds amazing.
So we take the top staff member from all of our major accounts, including Algonquin Outfitters, and we just take them on the trip of their lifetime. Get them out there riding in Vermont. Good old Vermont. Yeah, man. So, you got any questions about anything there, or any concerns?
No. I think it sounds a lot like what we would need for our lineup. Personally,
Yeah.
I think it would fill a nice gap there for, like you said before, about getting some higher end park boards.
Yeah, cut down on some walkouts probably, eh?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know a lot of the kids in the area, and yeah, they're definitely demanding a higher end board these days, so it's good that you can get it here and they don't have to go down to the city or go online like everybody is so much these days.
Absolutely.
I did a quick financial breakdown here for you, just so that, well, it's more for Mark Sinnage than anything. I know he's your controlling officer, and he definitely wants to see some numbers behind all this.
Yep.
So I just kind of showed you what the projected revenue can be, the raise in profit, and like you get a raise in costs, but that's to be expected. If we get a winter like last year, it's going to be no thing. You're going to be ordering more from me anyways halfway through the season. So, yeah, that's just more for Sinnage's point of view, and I'll forward that to him. Make sure that he knows that we're not just a bunch of yahoos just buying things that out of the blue. Yeah, so you think you want to add these to the order?
I think so. It sounds like exactly like what we need. These boards should fill some really nice gaps in our inventory and keep our customers happy, you know.
Beauty, man.
I think it'd be a good way to go.
Cool. Well, I'll give you the order sheet, and you can issue me a PO in a week or two, just so I can get the order in time for the winter. It's coming around pretty quick.
Yep.
Can't wait to do some riding. But for now, let's go do some wakeboarding while the sun's still shining in Muskoka here.
Sounds good, man.
All right,
Let's
buddy.
do it.
Good seeing you,
You
dude.
too.